right. Let's unmute some folks. I am using today, I'm going to try, because coming fresh off of the night stream, I'm going to stick with my 3D analog control pad and see how that does.
Alrighty. Yep, so welcome to the stream. So this is our third bulk slash stream.
That's right.
It's gonna be a really special one today. We got of course we got Danthrax, Lacquerware, and well, at least so far. We haven't. Oh yeah, a couple other people in the chat. But do you guys want to go introduce yourself and say hi?
Go for it, Dan.
This is Danthrax, and I am on the bulk slash team. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it. I've been editing the script and doing graphics edits and putting out the public updates every couple of weeks on Twitter and the Sega Extreme Forum.
And I'm Lacquerware, also known as Greg. I'm the translator for the project, also the voice director. I tell great jokes that never land. Yes.
Nice.
And, yeah. If you guys want to mute me, that's cool.
No, never.
That's cool. The only one person that's gonna get muted is me. Dave's got the finger on the button.
Who else? Who else we got in here?
Memphis?
Yeah, it's also me, Mamdu, and also known as Memphis.
Yay!
Trying to do the technical stuff, and yes, and trying to speak English.
Yes, we appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Rock and roll.
Oh hey, Jiggle's in the chat too. That's is it Tom? I forget his name. Is it Tom? I think it is.
It's like Tom.
Yeah, it's Tom.
Yeah. Nice,
Hi.
nice. Cool. So let's get going. Let's get right into it, and you guys can tell me more about it. Are we going to be joined by Erin, or could she not make it?
Edobean. Edobean for...
Oh, Edobean.
Leone is played by Edobean. Some of you may know Edobean from Games Done Quick. She was there last week, or at least I don't know if she was there in person or just calling in, but she hosts a lot of those Games Done Quick streams.
Yeah, she's like an MC for segments.
Events.
Yeah, she does a great job.
And I unfortunately missed the whole event last week because it was like the busiest week of my life. But she may be joining us. We chatted briefly before the show, but I don't know if she got my last memo. So hopefully.
Yeah, we sent her an invite to the SHIRO Discord, so hopefully if she has some time, she'll get in.
Let me do one thing with the video real quick. I'm going to take off this video filter. There we go. The color's a little better now on the stream.
Oh, she joined earlier. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently, we were seeing in the chat that you guys were doing another voice when you guys were about to come in here too.
Yeah, we were recording for a navigator named Lyra. She's got pink hair. She's like the pop star navigator.
Oh, nice.
Okay, my bad. I was thinking you were talking about...
I think Edobean just joined.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi.
Hey, Edobean.
Hi, Edobean.
I'm horrible with technology. Don't mind me.
Same here. I mean, that's why we
worries.
play Sega Saturn in 2021.
Yeah.
We can't figure out how to get the PS5 to work. But
So-
yeah, that's a...
So yeah, it has been a jam-packed week for this game. We did back-to-back sessions for Lyra Hart, who's the pop star, and then also Kina, who's the hidden character. That both of which we'll reveal at a later date. But yeah, things are looking good. Leone, who we're showing today, I consider the flagship character of Bulk Slash. She's the first navigator you get.
First level.
And she's the only navigator who's not hidden. I mean, some of them aren't that well hidden, but they put Leone right in your face at the beginning of stage 1, so it's almost impossible to miss her. So you're very likely to spend the most time with this character. And even the main character and like the main antagonist only appear in like the last 2 minutes of the game. Like you can go through most of the game without realizing who you are as the hero. So for the bulk of the game, Leone is like who you're gonna see. So it's a very important character. We took our sweet time casting her, and I couldn't be happier with the results. So I hope you all agree. I hope that I think it came together really well. I think Edobean nailed the vibe of the character.
Yay.
So yay!
Nice. Well, I'll tell you. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that the thing I love about these characters is that I love the vibe you guys are keeping with that, the whole anime, like it's like a 90s anime vibe to it. Like it's really cool. I like it. I don't know if it was intentional, but I really enjoy the whole vibe of it. I think I said that like on every stream, but I'm a sucker for like just like dubbed anime. I know a lot of people are kind of in the middle about that, but I'm a big fan of dubbed. I don't know.
I think it's a combination of that being the last anime I really watched, and also just the actors and us as translators and editors, like just studying the way that lines were delivered in the original. So I think it just kind of like we didn't set out to be like, yeah, let's do like a throwback thing. I think it was just more like we're trying to replicate the vibe of the original game, so it just naturally comes out. I mean, I think that's like what you. It sounds to me like you're saying we hit our goal, which is good.
Oh yeah,
you did. I really appreciate the voice acting is just phenomenal in this game. It's like I've heard studios that like have done it officially. Like I mean, of course, I'm trying to think of some the guys that did like a Shigami no Shiro. Like stuff like that, like you guys blow like official studios out of the water with the voice acting that you guys do and stuff on here. So it's just fantastic.
Thank you.
I would have to agree. I mean, like, let's be honest. The work you guys are doing is better than 50% or more of the voiceover work that was done back then on games in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys, and I think you know that. I like we all know, and it's kind of it's kind of funny that a lot of those games just didn't. They either used part of their staff or something like that to do the voiceover work, and a lot of the times it just wasn't, they didn't do that good of a job, But I mean, yeah, Pat's right. You guys are doing like a professional job on this. I wouldn't be able to tell.
Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think part of that is it just goes to show how much more we have at our disposal now than they did in the 90s in terms of technology and being able to like crowdsource this stuff.
Yes.
Like no shade to those pioneers, because I do feel like they didn't really have much of a template to mimic. It was sort of the dark ages of like voice acting, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool because for a long time I've wanted to do this exact project, but just had no idea how to get it off the ground. I'm like, well, I could like translate the script. That's about it. Like I don't know how we'd get actors. I don't know how we'd implement the stuff in the game. So it's sort of a miracle of the modern internet age where you're able to find the people you need and these communities that will rally around a cause purely out of like for the fun of it, or it's by the community for the community.
Yeah, I'm really hoping what comes out of this too is that you guys not only set a bar for quality and like expectation of what's possible, but also perhaps even creating like a workflow or something that people can look at and basically follow as a template for doing more of these projects. You guys have probably learned a lot of lessons the hard way, and hopefully other people won't have to, or they'll either be able to get a jump on it, with other projects.
Yeah, I mean, I would certainly hope so. I think the sense that I've gotten, this being my first project, like my first anything like this, but the sense I've gotten from talking to some of the guys on your Discord, including Knight of Dragon, is that the way, like the difficulty of a project like this can vary wildly depending on how the data is stored in the game. So and what I've gleaned is that bulk slash is actually fairly simple and straightforward with that. So we've been lucky. There may be a lot of other steps involved for other games, and you just don't know. But hopefully this at least establishes a fraction of workflow, and I do hope that there's some long-term benefit beyond just people being able to play bulk slash in English.
I'm having a difficulty again because I decided to go with the 3D controller and it feels different in my hand. Can somebody remind me, how do I aim? Like if I'm standing still, what button do I press?
You have to hold down the fire button.
You have to hold down the fire button and then you can aim. I gotcha. Oh yeah. That is so weird, but okay, got it.
Honestly, I feel like this game is designed in such a way that you almost never, like, you don't really ever need to do that.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
it's just more run and gun.
I find it useful though for enemies that are on the ground enemies that you want to get underneath them and shoot when you're on the ground.
Especially if you got some special weapons like the flamethrower.
Right.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's true. It tends to be most useful when you have a special.
Right.
Game Shop Retro Co. Asking if we translated the Easter egg responses when you enter your initials as a dirty word. Absolutely.
Yep.
We extracted all the audio.
Remember that, Edobean.
I can confirm that.
Yeah. I forget what yours was. It was like, that's dirty or something like that.
Yeah. I was like, oh, the classic, somebody put a naughty word in the as their name, classic arcade style.
It's nice that they account for that. I think it might only be SEX. I don't know if there are other words that it works with. I don't think ass is one of them.
What's that?
Yeah, it sounded like your mic was kind of messed up there, C1.
I tell you what though, I am gonna crank it a little bit, the game capture, just so that folks can hear her dialogue. So let's see here.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta put it on.
Which we can't hear it in the actual SHIRO voice chat, but everybody watching on YouTube can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm on mute and hear an echo, but it's worth it for the echo in my ears. But yeah, no, I think it's fantastic. But yeah, how exactly did you guys get in contact with Edobean and just sort of collab in that regards?
How did we get in contact with you?
Basically, so let me answer that actually, because a good friend of mine that I've known for like decades, or like we're talking a long time, my good friend Aquas is a big fan of one shmups, of one really more obscure games that not a lot of people know about, and I know he's been very involved with speedrunning some of these games. He's speedrun Bulk Slash. So when he heard about you guys wanting to do an English dub translation for it, he actually was the one that told me about it. He's like, hey, I know you kind of do a little bit of voicing. Maybe this is something you should try. And I took a look at it and I was like, oh, I think this would actually be really cool. Because I'm really a big fan of older retro games. And unfortunately, Saturn is one of those consoles I didn't get to have as a kid, but I know I had cousins that had the Saturn. So I know a little bit about it. And so knowing that he does speedruns for it and knowing a little bit about the game, I was like, I think I should give it a shot. And yeah, so then I auditioned for it.
Awesome. Yeah, you just reached out to us, didn't you?
Yeah, basically, I was like, oh, this seems so cool. because I'm a big game. I love games, so I was like, oh, cool, this is awesome. And it's like it's a mech game and everything. You have all the different females, and each have their own quirks and whatnot. And I thought that was really cool. And I was like, oh, so anime-like, and I love that. So.
Well, we're really glad you did reach out to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
You did a great job with it.
Funny enough, I think Edobean contacted us on the old email, and we don't use it anymore. So she could have been lost. She could have been lost to the the press.
Yeah.
You got to keep that Gmail logged in.
I'm still checking every time if there's.
Launching operation. Straight ahead.
No, see, we are using the email.
You've sort of been on top of that. I had so much trouble trying to log into that for some reason, but yeah, I mean, it's also exciting just to have an actor who's familiar with the game, because we certainly didn't take that for granted, this game being as obscure as it is. So that was just like an extra fun little like aspect of the recording session. Like, and also it made my job a little easier. I probably took too long to, like, I was already so used to having to explain the entire context of like each and every line. And I think you had to remind me. It's like, oh, I know the game. I was like, God damn it.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm like, okay, this is the, you know, your countdown, missile, whatever. Like, okay, like I get it. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's fun when you know what it is. Like, obviously, you know, when it's something completely different, you're lost. But it was definitely fun to be like, oh yeah, okay, I know it. Like, okay, this is her state selecting, and this is when you know, you get hit. This is when you have to tell them what to do next, and you know, boss is coming and stuff like that. So I really did have fun doing that recording.
And just, you know, knowing the game, I think it expedites so much of the process, and it, like, you already have the instincts built in because you've seen it all in action before.
Yeah, no, it's really cool that you guys are, or that like literally everybody on the project is mega passionate about it. Like, it's really cool, and I think it's rare, especially probably even back in the day. I think the only ones that are close to having that passion is probably like working designs or something of that nature. I think people that work on the game, it's like mega like passionate about it. It's really fun because it makes the game even that much better, knowing how much love and you know, work went into it, at least to me. And so I think it's really cool, and it was always fun hearing the voice acting stories of all that stuff as well. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. Thank you very much, Edobean, for being a part of this. It's really cool stuff.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And I think this love and this effort is the secret why the quality is like better than anime dubs back in time, where you just had small budgets and people who just wanted to make it fast and quick for weren't and didn't have that effort because of small budget thing.
Yeah, and I mean, realistically, like, even though I think that we've been working pretty fast, but I think, like, dubbing an anime back in the day, it was probably like in and out in a day or something. So we've still been able to take our time.
To the rear.
So it's one of those things where it's like none of us are doing this professionally. And yet, I think the quality is coming out very, like, exceptionally high because, like, it's not a job, it's not a retail product. There's no expectations attached, so we can take our time and really massage this until we're satisfied with it.
Right.
Whereas if you had investors attached to this or something, you'd have to get it out within, you know, Q3 this year.
Right.
And
that James hasn't changed that not having a deadline helps a lot, and that's true. We have no deadlines, so I mean, we try to make, you know, a little progress every week, so we don't lose our momentum. But yeah, we are not beholden to anyone, and we don't have to cut corners because of a budget or deadline or anything.
Yeah.
It is just really intriguing thinking, like, back in the day you had to be in a studio, you had to rent it out, you had to get like the specific equipment, but nowadays it's like it's like voice acting professionally is literally what we're doing now. Like just a bunch of people in their studio, especially with COVID, using their microphones, reading the lines off of like Discord or something, or Skype, and just recording. Even like music and stuff has been going that way nowadays. And it's insane to think how far we've come, where, you know, literally anybody can be a voice actor, and you don't have to have like all these connections and professional stuff. It's like you just need a microphone and be really good at, and really passionate and good at what you do, you know. It's like it's just crazy.
Edobean, someone in the chat named Paul Board asked if you have any plans for other games, and it doesn't have to be a Saturn game.
Oh, I mean, it's really whatever comes my way, really. If these guys end up doing any other English translation, I would gladly do auditions for whatever games that they throw my way, because I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun. I don't really get to voice act as much as a lot of people think I do, but it's definitely fun. I love to do it, and yeah, so if any game, I'm game for it.
I don't know if you saw this comment from Blue Moon 95. Leone's English voice was the thing I was looking forward to the most for the English dub, and Edobean is absolutely perfect. Great job.
Oh, thank you, Blue Moon. Oh, that's too much.
All right, okay.
I'm so worried.
So
Edobean, Shadow Mask saying Edo would sound good as Sue and Grandia. I'm down for that.
Oh my gosh, really?
Grandia, Rita, I'm down.
Okay, so Edobean, tell me where to go. Tell me where to go.
Where to go?
Yeah, tell me to the rear. Do I need to go to the? Oh, there you go. Target clear. Come on. I need some guidance here.
You got it.
On the
Game
spot.
Shop Retro Co. saying you'd be great in Tokimeki Memorial.
To the right.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, Tokimeki Memorial. Oh my gosh, I love those games.
Yeah,
those games are really good.
I'm just kidding to put you on the spot like
Funny, Greg and I were just tweeting about that back and forth a little bit about Tokimeki Memorial. Like I brought out because I bought it for $5 a couple years ago before retro game prices went insane, and it came with like the card. I bought it just because, you know, it looked kind of neat, and I like the seller was including these little cards of all the characters in the game.
Yes.
It's got, like some artwork of them, and as their stats and stuff. I don't know. So yeah, it's kind of a neat little visual novel that sold like gangbusters in Japan. Like wasn't that one of the best-selling games for the Saturn?
Yeah, well, I think it probably was, and I think it's also sort of credited with basically like kicking off the whole dating sim genre.
Oh, yes,
I believe so. And I've never
definitely a big part of the dating sim branching out a little bit more.
And I've never been curious about that genre until working on this Bulk Slash project, because it's obviously channeling like that dating sim DNA in some of its design. And so I actually just sent away for a copy of Tokimeki Memorial myself. It's actually still very inexpensive. I just discovered Surugaya, which is like you know, an online like retro, like collectibles and retro game store that seems to have very reasonable prices, and I think it was like $3 or something.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
so I lost it.
I think yeah, you can find a lot of great deals in Yahoo Auction Japan as well if you need to look for older Saturn games that might be a little bit more on the rare side or of that nature. But yeah, I'm getting hyped on Tokimeki Memorial now, so you guys got to stop doing that, because now I might have to break out my hex editor and do some research into what I can find out.
Right.
Getting me hype on that. But yeah, I love dating sims. Like, well, the dating sims, visual novels in general, I love. Like of course, Snatcher and Police Knots. I just beat the Sakura Wars on PS4, and I actually kind of want to play a couple other. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the next visual novel I want to play next.
I love Snatcher. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
Yeah,
you gotta finish up Soccer Wars 1.
I mean, Snatcher is like one of the best games, one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm like a huge adventure game guy. Snatcher gives you like the adventure game vibe, but it also gives you like shooting scenes, you know, dialogue, visual novel stuff. It's just everything. It's just so great. Patrick
it's also
loves
full of like that Kojima subversion, you know, and like messing with your head.
Absolutely.
I mean, you gotta shoot the nose of this thing first.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, so let's do it. I always find that I'm going too fast for this. Okay, I might die. Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
It's okay. This one,
if you let the continue go for a little bit, you can hear some of Edobean's lines there. That she pleads for you to continue.
Yeah, this one I have, this level I just have the hardest time with because they always steal the bomb away from me, and then I also get it against the boss. You know, not good at this one.
Eventually, Dave.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I mean, I have, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'll get it. You'll be able to like one try it eventually.
Oh no!
May I suggest that Dave, that you after or before placing in the last bomb, you try to get some shield energy. It's hidden inside the turrets around, like on the spaceships.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
if you blow some of the turrets on the little ships.
Sure, that's a good. I'm also gonna swap out controllers because I'm not liking the 3D control pad. It just doesn't feel. It doesn't feel like what I'm used to at this point. Hold on a second.
You're not able to actually use the pad, are you? Oh, he's off. He's off mic.
I think he might be able to use it. Maybe I'm not sure.
Because
I'm not sure any of us have ever tried using the 3D pad with bulk slash.
I feel like I must have it some because I use that controller, but I always have it switched to the D-pad. So that's interesting because I didn't think it worked. Is this game compatible with the 3D pad, the actual analog pad?
Oh no, I was just using. I just had it plugged in because I was playing Knights last week, and so I was just using it in D-pad mode. And as nice as it feels for games where you get started with, you know, like I can use that pad for a lot of things, but for this, I've been getting used to it on this pad for so long. Now it feels weird. You know, I don't know. That might sound silly, but it's
you know,
I'm
like
just
playing action games while holding a large plate.
Yeah. Well, it actually, you know, it's pretty comfortable in the hands. I have to be honest.
Yeah, it actually is my default controller.
Great. Okay, so no, all of a sudden out of the gate, I'm not doing so good. All right, so let's figure this out.
I actually do need to pick one up. I actually have not yet ever got a 3D pad, but I'm hoping I'll be able to follow YAJ and just find one of those white ones that come with Knights, I think. But did the white ones come with Knights in the Dreams? I can't remember. But I'll figure that out.
To the left.
I'll figure that and I'll pick one up because I kind of really want one.
Yeah.
Now because Dave keeps hyping me up and Knights in the Dreams on
I think the bomb's above you.
On D-pad is not fun.
Okay. Yeah, Knights in particular is definitely like a very different experience in analog.
Deep Fear plays really well with the analog controller, and it feels good in the hand. The Sega Touring Car Championship. Sega Touring Car Championship is almost unplayable with a regular D-pad, but it's a lot more playable with the analog. There are a lot of games that I would say the analog feels better, and you know, those buttons are kind of mushy, but I don't know, they have a specific feel to them that a lot of people like. But all right, let's see.
So
We'll
I'm
do
gonna
this
get
better.
hype on that. I'll find some good auctions on there, and I'll get it. And I'll wait like a week to get, or wait 3 months to get it imported to me.
I will try to get good at this.
Yeah, because I'm surprised EMS is still shut down. I don't know why they're still shut down after all this time. I guess there's still a big thing in Japan with COVID though, right?
Nearing target. Straight ahead.
Yeah, it's they're not doing well with it over there right now.
I just got.
Oh, that makes sense.
So like Surugaya, it ships internationally now. They use DHL Express. If you don't know Surugaya, it's they just recently started shipping internationally. It used to be like a popular site to shop from and then use like a proxy shipper, which was like a whole Megillah that was enough to turn me off. But now they just ship. So check them out. And the prices are good. The prices are good.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. I'll have to get a link or something off you. See if I can find it. It's called Megillah.
I put it in the chat. No, it's Sudagaya.
So, yeah, okay. I don't know where did I get Megillah from.
I said it was a whole Megillah to order from them before.
Oh my God.
Like a fiasco.
I'm a bit dumb today. Sorry.
That's so funny.
Well, now you gotta start a new site called Whole Megillah.
Is it with a hyphen? Sorry, wait, it might be with a hyphen. Sudagaya. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, that's my bad.
Okay, think about your shield, Dave.
Yeah, I gotta get the shield going on. So should I
shield up?
Where should I shoot to find shield?
Before taking the bomb.
Oh, the turrets right here?
Go to the spaceships. Yeah.
All
Besides
right.
the big one.
Game Shop Retro Co saying it's a good game to learn how to talk to your taxi driver. Especially if you want to flirt with him. Dimple!
Fair enough.
Okay.
If you find one of the orange enemies that's kind of floating around, they usually have some shields that they drop.
Orange
They're kind of
enemies.
halfway toward the battleship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a big orange, I don't know, fan-looking thing to them.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Are you gonna try to speedrun that game? Like, are you gonna be the next big boss slash speedrunner?
There are bulk slash speedrunners. I actually watched one. I don't remember.
Aquas?
It might have been Aquas. I don't remember, but I watched somebody's bulk slash speedrun to kind of learn how to play the game better, because I have to test it so much to see, you know, make sure everything sounds good or looks good, whatever you're doing in the game.
Yeah, Aquas holds the world record.
He has the world record
for any percent new game, and I think any percent MISS, I believe. So
yeah, the thing is, if you're actually going for like a world record run, and you're allowed to use any miss, you got to use Kina because she has superpowers.
yes, and I think that's who he uses for.
Yeah.
I did watch Aquas. His YouTube name is NeoX Aquas. And yeah, I definitely did watch that, and that taught me a few good tips.
Yeah, Dave's gonna be the next world record box slash speedrunner.
Hell yeah.
All the practice he's getting.
Let's see it.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of practice dying, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm not gonna survive this because I wasn't able to take Memphis's advice. I could not find somebody to kill to get some shield going on here. So I'm just gonna have to I'm just gonna have to do the Monty Python thing where I run away.
Big Dragon, you need to work on figuring out how to enable invincibility in this game, so you can just add it to the patch, just for Saturn Dave, so he can get to this level.
Call it the Dave mode.
I mean, seriously, guys.
And if you turn off, it says Dave's not here, man.
You heard it right here. Oh darn. All right. Seriously, why? My speed is just. Oh, I'm always like rushing right into. That's the thing that gets me every time is I'll need to escape at a quick pace, but then I'll need to turn around and immediately cut my speed so that I can approach slowly. And sometimes look, I'm gonna let her talk here.
Come on! Come on! Please play again.
Please play again.
That line cracked me up so much because they're telling me I have to pour my heart out, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, okay, please play again.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
like nothing wrong happened.
Yeah, you're almost breathless. You're like, come on, please play again.
Just over the
world ended and everything, and it's just like, please play again.
That's great.
Yeah, it's this jarring thing. There's a few moments like that because of the way the game works, where it's just totally jarring, tonal shift, whiplash. You know?
Yeah. Please insert a coin. That's.
Yeah, exactly.
Give us more of your money.
Please deposit 20 coins.
20
It's
yen, please.
it's like a manipulative person who keeps changing their tactics on the fly. You know, it's like, all right, first we'll try being nice. No, then we'll try making them feel guilty. Now let's go back to nice.
Just gotta figure out that right tonal approach.
So how far are you along? Like, how many navigators do you have, and how many are still missing?
So in the game total there are 7 navigators. We have 4 implemented. So Leone is the 3rd. We have since implemented a 4th. She needs a little tweaking, but is basically ready to go.
Yeah, that was Rupia.
Naira.
Or no, not Rupia. Naira.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Got
the stage
purple
4 navigator, and one of my faves.
Nice.
That's so she's in. We have this week recorded Lyra, who's the stage 2 navigator, and Kina, who's the 7th. And that leaves only Cologne Steiner, who is the one who shouts out lots of kind of dodgy English.
In the original Japanese.
In the original Japanese version.
He's gonna have a German accent, right?
Yeah, that's the biggest liberty we're taking, because that's the very specific challenge. Obviously, dodgy English. I mean, we could have just made her speak dodgy English, but it's like, I don't know. There were like several different approaches that I considered, and we landed on this one, which is sort of a like inscrutable hodgepodge of like mixing in German, Spanish, and English all together, and like it's all kind of dodgy. The idea there was that she should be like sort of enigmatically international, like you don't really know what her deal is.
It's kind of like a weird Oscar Langley, except on a massive scale.
Yeah.
Also minus PTSD.
I mean, the other thing is that her name is it's a Spanish word and a German word. So and we happen to like Mamdu is in Germany, so he speaks German and has access to German people. So we're like, well, maybe this makes sense.
Yeah, he had a friend who does voice
I hope
acting.
Mamdu speaks German. That'd be kind of weird if I was talking in German. He wouldn't understand what I was saying.
أنا بس بحكي عربي.
Ich kann kein Deutsch. Ich weiß kein Deutsch.
I just noticed that GameShop Retro Co. Asked, are we inserting a translation group /credits splash screen? And we are actually editing the translation credits into the end of the game's credits. So we translated all the regular credits that you normally see when you play Bulk Slash, and then instead of seeing the copyright 1997 Hudson, it will then move on to, English localization credits, and it'll have all our names and all the voice actors' names and special thanks and all that, and then you'll get the copyright Hudson. So we're just putting it right in there.
We had to cut some of the people who originally worked on the game in Japan, that just people that we didn't like. We cut them so that we could fit ourselves.
Oh,
that's a joke.
People believe
That's
you.
a joke. Please don't quote me. That's a joke.
Rip the director and the producer. Nobody needs to know them. No.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need them in there.
No, that's still pretty intense though. I'm excited. Did they announce who I don't know if you guys announced who the voice actor for the, I know who it is, but for the main character's voices, or are you guys keeping that secret? I didn't want to say anything.
The main character's voice?
Did.
Yeah, did you announce? I can't remember if you guys announced that or not, because I know who it is, but
Yeah, that's not only announced, but we've shown that. I don't think you showed that on your channel, but I've been doing full playthroughs each time we debut a Navigator. So I've shown those last cutscenes a couple times with the English dub. It's two across as Chris Dooley, also known as Jonathan Boncher. He plays the protagonist, and then opposite him is the character is Rizen Lavia. She's Chris's childhood friend who has turned to the dark side, and that's played by Luzine, who I actually don't remember how we found Luzine either. Was that just a random Twitter or email find?
Reached out to our email too.
Yeah.
So Paul Bort asks if any of the voice actors have ever chatted with each other. Like, has Edobean virtually met the other voice actors? And all of them are in our /translation Discord server, but I don't think they really chat to each other very much, unless they do and we don't know about it.
I have not, fortunately.
You don't have like a voice actor happy hour?
You have it like a after party
Honestly,
dresser.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of want to have like a celebratory stream with everybody in there.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of fun once everything gets released.
Yeah, that would be
I'm dying to do that, and for what it's worth, I know Diana, who voiced Rupia Rude. She's definitely on board.
Oh gosh, there.
I should probably start asking the other actors about that.
Yeah, because I think it'd be like a fun thing. Like we all get on stream, do like a countdown to the patch release. Like we just all count down to it, and then like we just like release it, and everyone starts downloading it and playing it while we're watching the stream. Like that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we're hoping to have this ready to launch by early fall. So I don't know. I'm hoping September.
Yeah, we're kind of on track for like a late September, early October finish date.
That would be awesome.
So it'll be a birthday gift for me then, because I'm late September.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there's the deadline.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the deadline.
22nd. That's my September 22nd. That's my birthday.
All right.
There's your deadline.
But yeah, no, it'll be a crazy party for sure. I think it'd be a lot of fun. We'll figure stuff out for that, because I'd be down for that, and that sounds like not for the release. I think it'd be a great time. So down.
Yeah, totally.
Down. But yeah, no, let's just see what comments we got.
To the rear.
I think that's good for now. How are you doing, Dave? You beating all these bosses and stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm just listening to you guys. I'm having a blast listening to you guys talk. I do most of the talking most of the time, whether folks like it or not. So yeah, got my concentration face. So yeah, hopefully I can get past that level 4. The rest of the game is actually not that hard, except for when you're going through that military area and you're going up the elevators and stuff like that. Bezier blast. Yeah. What was the weapon
stage
called?
5. I think stage 5 is the one you're thinking of, where it's pretty much the robot mode the whole time.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, going through
that one's just a little daunting, is all. Yeah. If you don't, I mean, I suppose if I played it enough that I knew it by heart, it would be different. But
yeah. Actually, each floor's level layout in that stage isn't that complicated. Like the first one is the most maze-like. All the rest of them are pretty straightforward. I guess the last one's a little bit maze-like too. But yeah, after you play it enough, you get used to it.
Like extract the assets from this game, like so you can look at them, or did you just change stuff?
What do you mean?
Like the textures or the models, did you extract them in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I actually usually extract textures just using SHIRO, the emulator, because once you get something on screen, you can kind of pause the game and bring up like a debug menu and look at all the textures that are on screen at that moment, and then it'll let you save them as a bitmap. And then you have it exactly as it was in the game. But we're going to actually edit them, though. I've learned how to use crystal tile. And that, once we kind of like figure out where a particular texture is located, which SHIRO can help with that too sometimes. Once we find where it's located in a particular file, then we can just kind of look at it in crystal tile and just draw, redraw it right there. Before I learned how to use crystal tile, I was like pulling the hex code out with HXD and pasting it into like a Word document basically, and then changing the numbers directly and then copying and pasting it back in, and that was kind of crazy, but crystal tile works a little better.
Hey, if it works, it works, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's one way to do it.
I should really rip some Saturn textures to look at them, because I need to start texturing that stuff. and I never know how it's gonna look on screen, so I need some guidance.
Ooh. All right, I will try to hang in
asking
there.
what's left to do for the patch. So, we have one navigator left to record, and then, including that navigator, we have 3 navigators left to master the audio and inject that audio into the game. I have to make some little tweaks to one of the other navigators, Naira, who's in the game now, but just needs a little bit of polish. The credits are still being implemented, but they're like partially done.
Yeah, that's Monfus's job, and
no.
he's kind of paused it for a moment to work on the cutscene videos, pulling those out of the game and putting new audio to them, because we've been recording all the English audio to it, and Jiggle has been working with his brother to recreate the music that goes in those, and we're going to be using some like royalty-free sound effects to recreate sound effects. We found a nice site for that, and so once Manfus is able to get all the, figure out how to put new audio to these cutscenes and keep them the same size, file size, as the original, because that's important. We can't make them bigger, and put them back in the game, then we'll be good to go, and then we can start kind of mastering the audio for all those cutscenes.
Nice. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what you guys do for that. I think it's something I need to do in terms of another translation. I'm looking towards doing, or not translation, a patch for Resident Evil. I'm looking to do, and I know that I have to make them smaller, or at least smaller to fit the pointer size. So I have to look into that. So I'm not too excited for that for sure.
What are you trying to do to Resident Evil?
It's sort of my project that I've been off and on again just because I've been so busy with other projects, but I want to go in and replace the cutscenes with the Japanese ones and the uncut ones. So I want to do a hodgepodge where I leave in the original music, like the I have a shotgun intro music and the that I want to end this to end as a dream credits.
That's cool, actually.
Yeah, so I'm looking into that. I think Montu actually sent me some of the stuff for the virtual box, so I'm gonna try and set that up. If I've been so busy the last couple weekends, but I need to set time on the weekend and do that and get that all set up, because once I got that going and I got that workflow, I'm going to try and add those in, and that way I can finally hear the beautiful Japanese soundtrack on the English game and be able to play that. So I'm excited to try that out.
Yeah, tell me when you're about that, so I can tell you some new knowledge I gain about that.
That works, can do. But yeah, Night Dragon helped me a lot initially with that before I really knew who he was, like on the Sega Extreme forum. So big thanks on that.
He's hollering at you now. Pat, you do not have those limitations, lol.
I know. Oh yeah. Okay, I guess. Because yeah, I think the thing is that I need to make the pointers the exact. Because the way I'm thinking the pointers works, that it has to be the exact one. So I'm hoping it'll be easy fix. I haven't really looked into it much. Like if there's more pointers I have to change code for. I'm hoping there's not, but you never know. We'll figure that out when I do the first video.
I figured out the trick with this guy, or the easy way is to go from the ground and just go from underneath. Kill death from underneath.
I have no consistent strategy with this guy.
So
sometimes I do flawlessly, sometimes he gets me down to like a pixel of hell.
So yeah, the way that just worked for me really well is, Memphis is right, get some shield before you go into a battle, but just basically like fly away, go down to the ground, then turn your speed on like 1, and then just use the auto trigger or auto target to like look up and just shoot its underbelly as much as you can as you advance, and that seemed to work really well.
Auto target helps. Okay, awesome. So Night of Dragon is talking to us a lot in chat, and Derek's telling us to pay attention. So Knight said Pat, you don't have those limitations, I guess size limitations, and he's telling Momphis and me, because I'm out here just telling lies apparently. We don't have to worry about file size. We shouldn't have a limitation with it.
Yeah, there was a misunderstanding.
Okay.
It's the only limitation I had was the CD Mage software.
Because I think you guys want to keep it like at CD limit, right? So you can just burn it as well.
Yeah, well, the game's actually Bulk Slash is kind of small. It does not fill up a CD at all, so it has a ton of extra room.
You just have like gigabytes of video files. It's like 1080p and stuff. That'd be crazy. But yeah, no, it's but no, that's pretty cool. I'm kind of excited to see what you guys do with that quality wise. I think nowadays people have been stepping up the quality in terms of that a lot of. I know that that Trekkies Unite's been really going hard on the video quality of that stuff. So it's like almost like once one, like especially with the Lunar stuff. So I'm excited to see what you guys can do as well in that regards.
Okay, so Knight said that his Sega Saturn patcher allows you to expand the size, but CD Mage limits it. Which I guess that's a little frustrating. Like I've been the one who's been making the patches when we go to do like test builds and give builds to you guys for the SHIRO show, but when I haven't made a patch, we'll all just trade, an edited file within the game amongst each other, and then we use CD Mage to just like pop it into our own copy of the game, and then try it out. So, which has been nice and easy. But yeah, if we have to, use the Sega Saturn patcher, they'll just be, I guess, doing it a little different way. If we do have to expand the file size on anything. So Shadow Mask asks in the chat, are you guys doing any audio processing like compression, and are you having any issues with quality while exporting at a lower sample rate for the Saturn? Do you want to talk about that a little bit, Greg?
Sorry, I missed the question. Oh wait.
Okay. So he said, are you guys doing any audio processing like compression, and are you having any issues with quality while exporting at a lower sample rate for the Saturn?
So we're using Audacity for everything. It's very inexact science, but yeah, we do apply compression through Audacity, and we kind of just the ear version of earballing it. We just like apply compression and compare it to the Japanese and see if we can get it to sound as close as possible in terms of quality and volume.
This is what we do for the SHIRO show for all our podcasts as well. I just eyeball it all the time.
Yeah. And then any issues with quality when exporting a lower sample rate? Not really. I mean, we'll fire it up in like VLC player or in Audacity and be like, ugh, that doesn't sound great, and then put it in the game and you can't really tell the difference. Or at least that's been my experience. And I don't know, I'm not a technical person at all. I'm a liberal arts guy. But as far as I can tell, and as far as anyone's mentioned so far, it doesn't seem like there's any distinguishable difference in quality. I think if you really scrutinize it hard with high quality audio gear, you might notice some degradation, but I don't even know. I don't know if that's even true.
My experience in the beginning was before we found that compression function.
Can I get this
we
guy?
had some issues with the quality, and but then in the end, I think now we are on par with the original quality of the game. And like Greg said, it's when we listen to it on the PC, it sounds really bad, but also the original sounds bad, the Japanese samples. But yeah, listening to it through the game, it's okay. And I think we can't get there, because in this case we are limited by the game size. We can't change anything there in quality.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's weird. I don't know. I had the same experience on the Dreamcast, like when I was doing the Taxi 2 video encoding with Derek. It looked absolute garbage on my computer, but when I was in the Dreamcast, it looked quite good, and especially through people's upscalers, it was weird. Maybe it's some processing that the console does itself, but for some reason, it just looks a little bit better.
I have a question for Dave concerning the game.
Yeah, sure.
Are you when you're flying against that big spaceship, are you using the minimap like when you're flying away from it, just like flying? Maybe that helps.
I don't think I was, no. So use the minimap.
Yeah, I think that might help because you can see the bullet patterns, and when you're flying away from the ship and you can't see what it's doing anymore, you can still see in what direction it's firing, and then you can circle around the bullets and not get caught.
I gotcha. I will give that a shot. I haven't actually been able to make a whole lot of sense from the minimap. Like, compared to like other games that use minimaps, like this one is kind of weird. Your ship is fixed, and then all the little dots kind of like float around you. But sometimes I just can't make much sense of it because there is like no north or south on there, so I don't know what like cardinal direction I'm facing.
I think it's all static, so north is directly like the north view. Oh, actually, no, you're right. I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's all relative to which
It's all
direction you're
relative.
facing.
Yeah. I will give that a shot. Truth be told, I probably should.
Yeah, because the minimap helped me on that one dragon boss, the one that you fought that that had weird patterns. I literally didn't even look at that, and I just looked at the minimap to avoid all the explosions and stuff.
See that orange enemy you just went by? That's one of the orange enemies I was talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I mean. Just don't look at the actual screen. Just treat it as like a 2D game and fly by the minimap only.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of what I relied on, especially in this map with the bomb locations.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because my last effort, I actually did perfect on this bomb delivery part, you know? And this time not as much, but last time I did perfect to where I ended up with full health, you know, going into the battle, and it was really quick and smooth, but then like going into the battle, like you said, it was just tough. So
Destruction.
I'll go, you know, I'll put my speed on not a lot of speed, and then I will use the minimap and see if I'm able to
keep punching him in the nose.
Working now. See, like, I just want to get away from him, to be honest with you. Like, he's so fast. I find that he approaches too fast. You know? Yeah, I just cannot. I can't control. I can't control the approach. I try to get away from him, and then turn around, turn off my speed, but then he's like right back up on top of me, and I'm not able to fire at that nose without getting hit. It's just so weird. Oh god, get me the hell away from this guy.
Honestly, I would just like fire your missiles, turn around, get your missiles back up, and just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make strafing
Just rely on the missiles.
Yeah, see, but I end up running into him, and then.
Yeah, you're firing your missiles too soon. If the thing isn't in view yet, your missiles will just go off into nowhere. They won't hit anything.
I got you.
You've got to be kind of close for them to actually home in on it.
I see.
Yeah, and then
that's
just
what I'm
like
doing
pull
wrong.
up and run like hell.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some comments in the chat. So Shadow Mask said we had some very noisy audio issues on Deathmask, but we were able to make some improvements. Yeah, they were doing pretty well on that. I really love seeing the effort on the Deathmask stuff.
Yes,
I'm excited to see what they got.
Excited for that. I know they're going to be coming with another build soon. It sounds like disc 1 is almost pretty much done, or like close to. I don't know, maybe I'm speaking out of turn by saying that, but they've fixed a couple big issues that were, and then now we're just, I think a lot of it is just tiny bits of cleanup here and there, but I can't get this nose. I'm gonna die again. I just can't do this. I don't know why this guy's so hard for me. Yeah. This
I'd come over and grab the controller, but I'd have to fly to California.
You would, yeah. This particular boss is the one that gets me every time, and Memphis is always giving me good tips, but I just like can't do it. I'll play this other level for now, just to get a break.
Yeah, Prosteel says I was trying to hack the Sega Rally and kept running into file size problems with the image, and he's just thanking him for making SSP. So did he do the original SSP, or did he just do the no, because that was SSRP, I think. The region patcher, I think. I don't know. But yeah, good discussion on that. And then William said, "Wow, they dubbed it. Bulk Slash is an outstanding game. Favorite Saturn game." I'm starting to agree with you. Like, I was hesitant at first, but I really fell in love with it, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
What was your hesitation?
I mean, just the controls mostly.
Oh yeah, the control. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I can't play this game, but I guess like, oh man, I'm feeling it.
Yeah. I mean,
definitely a learning curve. There's not a lot of games that feel quite like this.
But look out for twin stick support.
Ooh, I'm down.
Yeah, technically the build that you have right now, Dave, has twin stick support in it.
Oh,
if
right.
you had a twin stick, I mean, there's like a fourth controller option.
I do not.
That you could scroll over to, even though it's a little glitchy and it just shows like a black 0 instead of like the words type D or whatever you might expect.
Right.
But if you selected that, it does change the controls to something that we think would be logical if you had a twin stick controller.
That's awesome.
Well, thanks to Night of Dragon, yeah, don't forget.
Yes.
To mention it.
Thank you, Night Dragon.
You did that.
Much love, peace. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, I guess I have to import something else from Japan now. Get a twin stick now.
I know, right? Well,
that's my favorite peripheral on the Saturn. It's so cool. There's not a ton of games that work with it. Although I mean, it registers as a Saturn pad, so any game, I guess,
could work
with it. It's just the button layout is gonna be janky, and that was the case with this game.
Yeah, I've got my Bezier blaster here now. This is my favorite weapon.
Well, you missed the key. It was on the other side of that fence.
Oh, did I really? Okay, I'm gonna have to get back into the elevator.
The twin stick's a good buy though. It's those Gundam games, those Gundam side story trilogy on the Saturn. They're cockpit action games, and for my money, those are the best twin stick experience on the Saturn.
I actually really like that game, so I guess I'll have to pick those up then.
Yeah, definitely. I think part 1 doesn't. It's not optimized for the twin stick, but 2 and 3 are.
Huh.
And they're very fun.
Yeah, but no, you guys managed to add another game with twin stick support, so that's pretty awesome.
I wonder how hard it would be to make the first one optimized for twin stick support. Now I'm thinking about it.
I wouldn't be surprised it wouldn't be too hard, but it might need a lot of coding or something. Or at least it's fun remapping.
Night of Dragon once mentioned to me, like when I talked about planning to build my own twin stick, to use a device that like programmable device you put between the pad and the console, so you could remap the button layout. So I'm looking forward to try to install it on the twin stick, so I could use it on every game I like to. Yeah. But I still don't really know how it works. I will look into it when I have got some more time.
Did I just miss the key right up there? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I think I saw that. Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna play console. So the twin stick, Blue Moon says you actually can use it on, at least to my knowledge, you can use it on the Dreamcast as well with the right adapter. So if you get a Saturn twin stick, you can use that on a Dreamcast, the Dreamcast games as well. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Yeah, I think maybe PC as well if you set it correctly. So if you had a USB adapter, you might be able to use it on PC, which would be kind of cool. But
I should try it. I have it. Good
oh,
idea.
nice. Yeah, let me know how you do on that. I know there's a couple virtual. I actually tried on the virtual on arcade on MAME, see if that works actually. I think that'd probably be the best test case for that.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, I'm not sure from PS2 to Saturn if there's an adapter yet for that. But that'd be kind of cool though, not gonna lie. I think there's a couple of Twin Sticks games on there as well too, right? It actually isn't. There is. Oh yeah, that's right. The virtual on. I think it's Mars or is PS2, right?
That sounds correct.
Okay, because yeah, I forgot what the name. I'm pretty sure it was called Mars. I could be wrong though. If I am, let me know. I'm not the biggest virtual on guy. I'll Google check. Oh, yeah, it's Virtual on Mars with the Z. Yep, PS2.
Oh yeah. And then
wasn't Virtual on your way to Saturn to get there, like that?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. I haven't played like all of them though, sadly.
Oh.
Like, I only played the first one in Ontario, whatever the Dreamcast version of it.
Oratorio Tangram.
Yeah,
Just rolled
Oratorio
off the tongue.
Tangram.
I kept saying Ontario.
Ontario, like the Ontario Canada.
They're all Canadian in that version. They fight with their words, not their weapons.
I seem to remember. Oh, where did my Bezier blaster go? Darn it!
You ran out of ammo.
I ran out of ammo. Okay. Well, you're. So many things I take for granted.
So, just asking is I'm guessing he's referring to. He said, "Is this a must-own game?" I don't know if he was referring to Bulk Slash or Virtual On, but Bulk Slash, I would say yes. In terms of Virtual On, I would say also yes.
Oh, of
I
course.
think this game is pretty expensive on the Saturn, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and probably climbing, but
define own though.
I mean, it's my favorite Saturn game. Even I'm thinking about buying another copy. Obviously, it's very sentimental to me now, especially. But I have a copy, but it's one of like 3 Saturn games in my collection that doesn't have a manual.
Oh.
And it's like the Satakore version, which is it's like it's greatest hits. So it's like, yeah, the same game you know and love, but uglier.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, it's like $150 now. It's got some weird thing where the manual sticks to the plastic jewel case for some reason.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
The heck? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and
they used a kind of special paint with it that kind of melted to the plastic jewel case.
That's a big oof.
Yeah. So like everyone's copy of Bulk Slash is just stuck to the jewel case now.
It's like there was you guys ever like left an analog controller like sitting too long, like a PS2 controller, and the sticks like start to sweat? They get like sticky.
Yeah.
I had a friend who used to work at PlayStation. I asked him, I was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "No one knows."
This is jeez.
So I have a question for you guys.
Combination of like the. Huh?
No, go ahead. The plastic, the down on the twin stick. I realized.
I wonder if it's like if it's just the combination of the chemicals in the thing to prevent it from like make it fire retardant. So like on the Dreamcast with the way they have it, maybe it's like a special like rubber that's meant to not catch fire or something.
Yeah, maybe that. It's something about the material they use. Like, yeah, it gets sticky.
And
so maybe it's that it like absorbs moisture in the air over time or something.
I have a question for you guys. I want to know, you guys have like a name for your group, for your release group, or like for your translation group?
I've been thinking we should come up with a band name.
Yeah, something you're gonna put on the label.
Navigator Bizarre Adventure. That's the name of the group now.
We'll have to give that some thought.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe the quads.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Derek to come up with a cool name. I think he should go with the A-Team, but I don't know. I'll try to talk to him with that.
How about you guys call it bulk discount? or bulk, bulk slashed prices, bulk. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I've also got a question concerning the save game. Is it changed at all, or like how the game saves?
No, it's compatible.
So if you just patch an earlier version and then put a later patch on, it still works because the save game is exactly the same.
Right. Yep. Yeah, it's not saving data any differently. I actually figured out, I don't know if you have seen the Sega Extreme thread where I post updates. I sometimes get a little more technical than I do like on Twitter or whatever when I post updates. But I figured out how the save game file for Bulk Slash works. For the most part, there's still a couple parts I'm not sure what the data does. But when I give, like, when we send these patches to the Sega SHIRO show, we also provide to them custom save files that have, like, the particular Navigator who we're going to be featuring unlocked for them. So that's why you see on their screen, actually, with this one, I unlocked all 3 of the English Navigators that we have in case they wanted to try one of the other 2 as well for whatever reason.
Right.
But yeah, I can just edit them to be level 3 affinity, or I can unlock all the visual bonus images, or change the high score table to show whatever I want. And that's going to work on if you put an actual untouched Japanese copy of this game into your Saturn and boot it up. It's still going to be able to read that save file and then give you whatever is unlocked.
Are you thinking of making a small program for that where you can just like choose what you want?
No, we hadn't thought of something like that. I guess that's an option. I mean, we had thought about releasing a save file where everything's unlocked. So if someone really wanted to just start the game with all the navigators or whatever, then they can. Although that kind of takes some of the fun out of it, because some of the fun of the game is finding the navigators, unlocking them, beating it. I mean, that's where a lot of the replay value of the game is just going through and getting each navigator, because you can only unlock one at a time for each playthrough. And then you have to play through them more to upgrade your affinity with them and that sort of thing. So, like, I mean, it's kind of letting people cheat themselves out of the experience of playing Bulk Slash, but, I mean, if somebody really wants to, we may as well give them the option, because we figured out how to do it.
Yeah,
but,
I kind of like the idea of, like, just like, you know what, you got to work for it. You want these navigators, you got to unlock them.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, the game is not a long game, and it's worth it to. I think it's worth it to experience the game. Oh, you know what? I can. There's one thing that I can say would be a good reason why you would not want to just have them unlocked, because there's an introduction animation that you don't get to see when they're already unlocked,
That's true.
And it's a good bit of dialogue, too. It's like how they're, they say like...
Yeah, they give you a unique couple of lines.
Exactly. That kind of introduces themselves, and they're like, allow me to be your navigator. And I kind of feel like that's lost, And again, considering the amount of work that you guys put in here, I really want people to see that. I mean, since we've been streaming it over and over again, and I really only have like an hour to show folks stuff, I haven't been going through the process. Like, you've been giving me the saves, so they're already unlocked, and I haven't been going through that process of trying to unlock each one. But yeah, I definitely think that it's...
In Leone's case, that she already comes with us, so there's no other introduction thing.
This is true. Although...
If you started a
fresh game, she'd be there on the ground, and you'd pick her up, and she would introduce herself. Well, I'm not going to put myself through the hell of stage 4 again, because we're at nearly time. So I think instead we ought to like wrap on this and just shout everyone again and tell folks where they can follow the project.
Yeah, we saved this till I have figured out how to, till I have edited the ending video. So yeah.
Yeah.
So our pace has been very good, and it continues to be good. We have more on the way as we speak. So look forward to another Navigator in the near future. If you guys would be, gracious enough to have us back.
Of course. Yeah, we're gonna follow you all the way to late September or early October. Yeah, no, we
gotta have
definitely.
that party, dude.
Yeah.
But there was kind of important information that you don't have to wait until the end of September. Your save games are still gonna work. You can just start playing now.
Exactly.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, if you want.
That's a good point.
And one thing I don't think people realize is if you go into the options screen and you go down to the option that says backup select, you can actually pick. You can start like a new save file, but not delete your old one. It gives you like 3 or 4 slots. So you could have like a fully unlocked save and then go to that and pick a new file, and it'll keep your other fully unlocked file and let you start a fresh one if you want.
It actually gives you 4 whole.
Which we haven't translated. And we've translated them. We haven't actually inserted the translation of the game yet. But all those 2, 3, 4, they all say. I think they say new data. So if you pick one of those, then you'll be able to play off of that, or go back and pick the other one. So,
what is visual bonus?
So when you beat the game, with the Navigator, you get like a little piece of artwork of the girl, and the higher your score was, kind of the nicer the image of her is. Like the top one for each girl, she's in a bathing suit.
Gotcha.
And so you can review all the ones you've unlocked in that section.
I gotcha.
Oh, get good.
Get good.
if you want that fan service.
Right.
You want the smut.
You gotta work for it.
You gotta earn it.
That's right.
Exactly. So, but no, I'm really excited. There's a lot of really cool features, and to be honest, with the addition of the twin stick support, honestly, I don't really see a reason to buy an original bulk / copy unless you collect it. I think this is going to be the de facto way to play it. Even if you really want the Japanese voices and stuff, this is going to be the de facto way to play it, because it even adds quality of life. And to be honest, that's one of my favorite things about like these translation projects, when they add a quality of life to the game itself.
Exactly.
So I know that's been big, especially in the last Dragons has been doing.
Yeah, and with the prices being as high as they are now, it is. I know it's a hard sell. All I would say is on the Snowball's chance in hell that they re-release Bulk Slash one day, please support that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Buy every copy of it if possible. To be honest, I was thinking about this before, that maybe you should reach out to like Limited Run Games or something, or maybe the original developer. I guess because it was by Hudson Soft, right?
It was published by Hudson Soft, and it was developed by CA Production, which they actually make Mario Party games for Nintendo. They're not owned by Nintendo; they're third party, but yeah, that's what a lot of what they've been doing the last decade or so.
Cool.
I would love to show some of the folks that worked that created this game, but the thought of it kind of scares me, because what if they don't like it?
I know, right?
Because it is like we're just basically like imposing on someone else's work.
No one asked us to do this, right?
Yeah.
But
to be fair though, I think I'd be incredibly flattered that not only that you love the game so much, but you localized it just to play it in English and enjoy it as much as the Japanese audience. So honestly, I would be flattered if I was in the position, but I don't know. I guess
hope. Yeah.
The lawyers wouldn't be flattered. That's the thing. It's like the creators would probably be flattered, but their lawyers wouldn't. The ones who
but it's like
it's just a patch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I also think that so Hudson is now, I guess all their IPs are owned by Konami now.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know what's going on with them. Something I find it very like people love to hate on Konami. To me, it's just like puzzling.
It's just how different their business has become. Like they're just solely focused on pachinko because that makes their money over there.
That's
in Japan.
the cash cow.
Yeah, it's their cash grab, and it sucks. But at the same time, it's like I get it in a business standpoint.
I don't believe in the cash grab concept. It's a cash cow because I mean, maybe there is such a thing as a cash grab, but to me, it's like, well, if people are willingly paying money for the thing that you're offering, that it's like,
Yeah.
it's a cash grab in that it's popular, sure. Like, yeah.
But they want the biggest return on investment for the smallest capital. That's
Sure.
the thing, and that's what every business is looking for. So it's like a lot of these bulk slash, for example, like there are these enthusiasts, you know, there are us guys, but I mean, how many of us really exist? You know, that's the question, and I just don't know how profitable it would be for them when they're, you know, looking at the dollar signs. They're going, oh well,
Right.
Bitchinko makes us a lot more.
Bulk slash is the definition of not a cash cow, and I think that, you know, that's sort of been an empowering aspect of this project, is knowing like there is probably not a chance in hell that this will ever get re-released in any form. So like, go for it, because it's a fabulous game.
You guys are doing the community a service, and
I think.
Oh, go ahead, Pat.
I just want to say real quick that I think people are gonna look at this in the history books and be like, this is insanity that they did this just for this game. But the thing is that I kind of compare you guys to, like, you guys know the Star Wars, the remaster they did where they took the originals and they're like making them better.
Yeah.
Like, people like stuff like that, like people like J.J. Abrams, all these guys that are big Star Wars, like huge directors and stuff, are watching that, and I kind of think that maybe people are going to be doing the same with bulk slash in the future. Be like, oh my god, these guys did this, and get super inspired by what you did.
Yeah,
especially people that don't speak the language.
Cool. My like ultimate hope is that this will inspire some young developer in the future to make a game that incorporates that is inspired by bulk slash, that they might not have otherwise known about. Because every time I play this game now, I'm like, you know, this game it holds up really well, but like I feel like I just have like all these ideas of how they could expand upon it now, like if they did it now, like much more diverse cast of navigators. We're always joking around about the Pebble Beach guy popping in, but like, I always forget. Yeah.
I'm down for Stadler to be in this game.
Yeah, that's phase 7, is we incorporate Stadler.
You literally just replace all the portraits with the characters, but with Stadler, and just put like a wig on, superimpose like their hair like in a wig form. I'd be so down for that. That'd be so fun. But yeah, no, I think it just really impresses me that all this work you guys are doing. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but it's just insanely cool that you guys were able to pull this off and do this and put together this awesome game. And like I said, this is, if somebody handed me this copy on Saturn, I would not be able to distinguish it from an actual game that was released at the time. It's just that good.
Well, thank you. You know, that's certainly the goal, and it's, you know, largely to be attributed to you guys bringing the community together. Like I've said on, I think, every show so far, that you know, this wouldn't have happened in the first place if you guys hadn't run that poll on Facebook that I saw on Twitter, and then, you know, I gave some random response, and you immediately connected me with the Discord, and then I met Dan and Momphis, and things expanded from there. And yeah, so hats off once again to you guys.
Yeah, and we met Night of Dragon and Derek and
that's right.
Trekkies.
Yeah.
Burnt Ends, yep.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of people have helped with this.
Yeah.
We're gonna get them all into the credits.
Hell yeah. And it's really cool that you guys say that. I think that was our goal, is to just get like more translations. And I think we said this in the fanlation thing, is that we want to try to get people together that can do this and even contribute ourselves in some aspects of it. Because I'm a fan of, like, you know, if you want it done, do it yourself sort of thing. So I guess in the nicest way possible in that aspect. So I try to like put my money where my mouth is and at least help out as much as I can with some of these projects, even though I might not be the most knowledgeable in hex editing and ROM editing. So at least in my mind, I'm happy that we have a community of people that can actually do that. And you know, and we had Kay working on the Death Mask translation with Shadow Mask. We have you know, me working on some of the Dreamcast stuff with Derek, and hopefully that Resident Evil thing that'll hopefully come sometime. So sometime in the next decade they'll be out. But yeah, it's really cool that we're all sort of working towards this, and you guys are just like killing it with this stuff, and hopefully we can continue on, like getting people into the scene, getting more people, getting these translations done, and that way we can, you know, finally, I guess the way that Dave always says, bring justice to the Saturn. You know, for great justice, take off every fan translation.
There's still a lot to translate.
Exactly. Because, I mean, this is just one out of 800 and something that haven't been translated.
Yeah, I mean, it's practically bottomless.
Exactly.
Well, not every game is good that's still in Japanese. Like, you can probably weed out a lot of crap.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Like all those Mahjong games or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know. I have my Mahjong vocabulary is close to zero.
You never know, man. Maybe people are really dying for those Mahjong games, and those probably infinitely better versions of them on different consoles.
I do feel like the Western world is due for like a Mahjong boom. It's a good game.
Yakuza is doing its best job to make that happen. Mahjong's in every Yakuza game.
I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, this is a whole genre of video game in Japan that just does not exist in the Western world. Like when you go to a game store, there will be a Mahjong section. Like you know, you'll have action and shooting and RPG and Mahjong and horse racing.
I'm down. Yeah. I'm down for a horse racing translation. You know,
I go for that.
Yeah, put down whatever translation's the next one. Just go straight to the horse racing. Horse racing Mahjong, I'm down.
Recently, somebody posted about a Mahjong game, where you play a superhero who saves young ladies from perverts, and you have to play Mahjong against them, and then they're defeated. And I don't know what that was all about, but apparently it's a thing.
Well, hey guys, I actually do have to get going. I gotta wrap this thing because I gotta get in there and do the pizza night with the kids and stuff, you know. So I'm already over.
Fun.
Yeah, no, but yeah,
pizza.
Fridays are it's Papa John's. It's not the best, but it's okay.
It's better than the pizza you had earlier, though, right?
You get that mysterious dipping sauce.
Right. Yes, I told Pat that my son brought home some like really crappy school pizza, you know, and I like scarfed it before I came in here because I didn't eat lunch. So that's probably gonna wreak havoc on my system later on. But
we're gonna buckle up.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thank you so much, Greg. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, man, for
this.
Yeah, thank you, Burnt Ends, and thanks, Night of Dragon, for all your work and help in the community and everything. You guys rock. Thanks for the support.
Edobean for voicing Leone. She did great.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you for coming on, Edobean. We really appreciate that, and
that too.
Hopefully we'll be able to talk to you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
We'll have like a reunion for all of the voice actors. That would be great. And yeah, thanks to everyone who supported us on Patreon. Thanks to everyone who bought some merch. And thank you guys, actually, just everyone who's just in the Discord chat on a daily, you know, participating in Saturn discussion. We love and appreciate you guys. And yeah, just thanks for being a part of the SHIRO family. Until next time, Pat and me signing out. Go play your Sega Saturn. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.